we're getting brand new information on that shooting involving Phoenix police at a bus station near 27th Avenue and McDowell. Right now, that suspect is in serious but stable condition. This is the fourth shooting involving Phoenix police in less than a week. I was out there speaking with police and people who live nearby who still have so many questions.
All I saw was one officer running. I don't know where they were running to.
Chaos and confusion. That's how Howard says he started his delivery route Wednesday morning in the area of 27th Avenue and McDowell after Phoenix police shot a man outside this bus station, marking the city's fourth officer-involved shooting in a 5-day period.
All I saw was a guy laid out over here. His legs were still moving.
This video, taken just minutes after shots were fired, shows police tending to the suspect shortly before he was taken to the hospital. So this is as close to the scene as Phoenix police are letting us right now. They tell us it all started when somebody called 911 on a man who was acting erratically in this area. So Phoenix police came out. One officer was here, and we're told that that officer was then attacked by that man who was acting erratically. That's according to Phoenix police. Then they told us that that officer tried to use his taser on the suspect, lost control of the taser, and that's when he used his gun and shots were fired.
El chofer le dijo que ya estaba la policía aquí.
Laura Calvez tells me her sister was coming from Los Angeles on a bus. The driver had no idea what had happened. Me imagino que hay muchas emociones para ti.
Sí.
She tells me it was a very emotional morning, especially because at first her sister wasn't answering her phone.
Ahorita pues que...
Okay, so thankfully Laura's sister was okay. None of the bus passengers was injured. Neither were any officers. So this morning we can tell you the bus service is back up and running at that station there. Now, the shooting comes as we learn training on less lethal weapons will begin soon for the Phoenix Police Department. We're finding that they're going to get 200 pepper ball systems as well as 200 launchers that can deploy foam projectiles. The weapons can help officers deal with potentially violent and dangerous encounters while still trying to maintain a safer distance. Now, ABC 15 reported last year the department stopped using other types of less lethal weapons like the supersonic beanbag rounds after seeing injuries that were more severe than they had anticipated.
Well, new this morning for you, a safety committee formed at the University of Arizona after a professor was murdered last year on campus has released its findings about the school's response to the shooting. After weeks of interviewing different departments on campus there, the committee releasing their findings that detailed what led up to the professor's death.
Those threats did not lead to the right kind of communication, assessment, and evaluation at the highest levels is the problem that the report pointed out.
Now, Professor Layla Hudson helped form the committee after she says she had doubts about the U-Alert safety system and the lack of communication during the shooting. Hudson says the university did not respond well to the report, and she says they blocked the committee's access to the people they interviewed. Now, our sister station in Tucson reaching out to the school, who says they are now using an external group of safety experts and, quote, will continue to implement actions to continue campus safety.
506, a housing shortage, not just here in Arizona, but across the country. So we just got our hands on some brand new data from Realtor.com, and it shows there simply aren't enough new homes being built for every family that needs one. The report says the country is short some 6.5 million homes. Experts say it's a result of more than a decade of underbuilding. But the report does show multifamily home construction picked up in 2022. We've also seen a lot of that here in the Valley.
Absolutely.
The apartments going up.
Almost everywhere you look, right? And so as we continue to talk about that, I mean, the growth is not slowing down, and we want to focus right now in the East Valley.
So as some school districts see teacher shortages, staff shortages, how are they coping with an influx of students? ABC 15's Amelia Fabiano speaking to one of our East Valley districts this morning. Okay, this is fascinating, Amelia. What did the district tell you?
So I spoke to Queen Creek Unified officials, and they tell me they're actually in a good place right now. They've had to get creative in some cases, but overall, they're in a good place considering their pace of growth.
Crazy. I remember when Queen Creek actually built the first stoplight, which seems like it was not that long ago.
Mark Wyant moved to Queen Creek for the neighborhood and his family.
It's hard to keep track, especially as you go that way, how different it looks now.
Houses and developments going up left and right, and to keep up with that, Schools going up left and right, too. Queen Creek Unified School District has opened 7 schools in the past 6 years.
Projections right now are we anticipate having to open another 2 elementary schools in our north region. In addition to that, we're going to need to add on wings to Chrisman High School and Eastmark High School as well to continue to absorb the student population that we anticipate receiving.
Silver Valley Elementary in the district's north region has roughly 1,100 students right now. It's why they want to open more schools in that area.
1,100 kids as a former elementary school principal. That's probably on the upper echelon of the largest populated elementary schools in the state.
Despite the surge in students,
this year we were excited to be one of the only schools in Arizona that was fully staffed for teachers at the beginning of this year.
So how did they do it? First, the common tactics, increase in pay, increase in marketing for job openings.
From there, we've had to get pretty creative in some of our different options that we do.
One newly announced program they're hoping will be a successful solution, Aspire to Teach, which Bassett describes as a grow-your-own model.
We'll be able to target prospective teachers that are current classified employees, substitute teachers, and then community members that hold a bachelor's degree, where we could consider them for positions where we would then provide them the education preparation program training for their careers.
Wyant says more growth seems inevitable, but it doesn't bother him for now.
As it keeps growing, it makes sense they would have to build more schools to keep up.
Also, like so many other districts around the valley, the state, the country, Queen Creek Unified was experiencing a bus driver shortage at the beginning of the school year. They actually had to use a third-party vendor to help staff some of their bus routes. And they tell me, as of January, that's no longer the case either. They don't have to use the third-party vendor. They're fully staffed with bus drivers. And they tell me it's because they also had to get creative and use the tools around them as well with that. They use their own district academic professionals to help teach new employees and get them fully certified to be able to drive buses. Reporting live in Queen Creek, Amelia Fabiano, ABC 15 Arizona.
I'm Joe St. George on Capitol Hill. You've probably heard about this debt limit fight emerging on Capitol Hill. What's this about? Are negotiations actually happening? And what are the odds and likelihood of a default? We explain this important issue next.
Not playing anymore? Yeah, right.
No, I'm so serious. I'm
really?
I'm just shocked. Yeah, this is why we came.
Fans in disbelief. We don't blame them either, as Kevin Durant is pulled from his home game debut, and it happened just minutes before last night's tip-off.
Thank you for starting your day with ABC 15 Mornings.